my thanks to Brother Maynard, Brother Terry, thanks for coming.
Yeah. Look, I only just made it out, to be honest.
Brother Maynard, you only just made it out.
Yeah, the spectre caught me as I was leaving.
That wasn't a spectre, as you well know. That was a Type 2 non-rotating phantasm. Get it right. We're the experts here.
Something grabbed you by the scrotum.
Yeah, it really took a grip.
I thought it was Brother Terry. Terry, wasn't you?
Well, it felt like it.
I was in the grip of PTSD by that stage, by the what happened during the third trimester of that.
So it wasn't you that grabbed me on the nuts?
It may have been. It may have been.
It may have been.
I was acting on instinct at that stage.
It was all a blur. Like
All a blur.
That last like 3.5 seconds.
The lights had gone out.
You know, there was shit flying around the room. The bed was up in the air. There were ghostly green, ooze coming out of my pores.
Okay, and
out of your pores.
Yeah.
And that was just
sinus problem.
That was just at the Macca's on the way home. So
well, let's just go through the exorcism,
right,
and talk about what went well and what we could have improved upon.
Well, I think we briefed well. I think we were knowing full well pretty much what we were up against. I wasn't expecting the Type 2 non-rotating phantasm.
Wait. How do you say we briefed well? We came very, very unprepared. No one had a Bible. I had the Book of Mormon on me.
That's good enough.
No good at all.
No, it's a good...
In the end, we had to bless some toilet water.
Yeah, look, this is what happens when you're on the SWAT team, okay?
What, you just make
special weapons and toilet water. Yeah, that's you can make it sound and thinking what, but when you're on the Exorcism SWAT team, you make do what you
we can prepare better than that.
Well, we can make provision for more equipment, I guess.
Spectres, wizards, and tormentors.
So, look, I could test the idea that we prepared.
Well, I thought we did as well as we could be expected with
I don't think we
the
did
short notice.
I don't know about you, but I was playing billiards down the RSL when the alarm rang out, when the pager went off.
I was in the nuns' quarters.
Yeah, well, I was where I should be. Now,
okay,
moving on.
Well, less said about that, the better.
We were.
But the beepers went off, and we all went to the.
Can I talk about the beepers? Who uses beepers anymore?
Who uses beeper?
I've used beepers since 1992.
It's like when you change the TV channel. You don't get
the church has fallen on hard times. Okay.
Or the beeper.
We're using beepers. We're supposed to be
the church has fallen hard times. We can't afford mobile phones.
Crack SWAT exorcism team, and we're on a Hutchinson pager.
Yeah, well, it worked though, didn't it? Yeah. Well, Sister Francine got the shock of her life, I'll tell you that much. Anyway, I digress.
What? You do digress.
Terry, you are a tearaway. I've always said that.
Look,
all right, so we just happened to arrive at about the same time. I think that was a complete fluke.
I don't think so, Brother Arthur Nessian. I think that's what we're supposed to do.
That's right, because you don't
Monsignor Arthur Nessian.
You don't run to an exorcism. You contemplate your way. That's what I was doing anyway.
Anyway, we turned up at the right address
for once,
at about the right time.
All
of us. No one had a Bible. We had the Book of Mormon for some reason. And
that's kind of the Bible. That's like
no holy water.
Chapter 3.
No crucifixes. What the hell will we use as crucifixes? Guitars.
Yeah. I'm sorry about the crucifixes. That's a bit of a sideline of mine. They go well on eBay. Yeah.
Brother Maynard had a bloody banjo. He used it as a crucifix.
Oh, we crossed that with the guitar.
We
don't come very well prepared. We need a grab bag to take to these things.
But when the beeper goes off, you just got to do what you got to do.
Fly away pack.
Yeah.
So we're not going to talk about upgrading just to a simple SMS system. We're going to stick with the beepers.
Look, you know the church and how resistant it is to change. I think.
What about the beeper? It's pretty immediate, but I don't understand the messages.
All right. Anyway, well, let's move on.
So I rely on the providence of God to turn on the right place.
What did we see when we got there? Right. Maynard?
Well, first of all, there was a hideous stench. That's what the first thing I noticed was the hideous smell of death.
That was because it was out the back of a Macca's.
You've got an enormous nose, of course, so that's one of your special abilities, to sniff out trouble.
Yeah.
Now the door's covered in blood.
Yeah.
the doormat says something in Latin, which none of us can read somehow, even though we're
Hebrew.
all learned.
It was Hebrew. I took a photo and
Hebrew.
Google translated.
Oh, that's right. Well, no one speaks Hebrew
Yeah,
anymore.
and it said, "You want fries with that?"
Yep.
Okay, and in we went.
Here we went.
Well, that was our first mistake. We just went in. Let's go in.
Well, you can only prepare so much. Some stage you've actually got to go.
We couldn't
and
bless
face-
the door. We couldn't say a Hail Mary.
There's a lot of moaning inside the room before we went in.
Yeah, but
And it could have finished by the time we got there. So I think there was an innate desire to get
All
in
right,
and see
so-
and survey the scene.
gallivantly and gaily we entered the.
Now they were there. Gallivantly's on leave, and Gailey's
He's
been excommunicated.
Yeah, he's been facing disciplinary problems for.
yeah, but the rest of us.
I think
were
the
there.
bishop is dealing with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
All right. Well, yeah, we went in, and the victim is rotating around rotisserie like
Pig style.
3 feet above the bed. Pretty
Are
standard.
you sure we weren't at a barbecue?
Nope.
Because we went through a door. There were chips.
Yep.
There were savouries, and there was something on a rotisserie.
Yep.
That's all I knew.
That's what I saw.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, and I thought we were just at a party.
That might explain a few things. That might explain the what I thought
No,
was
doesn't explain the smell.
what I thought the minions of hell rising up against the soldiers of God may have been a local footy team.
It doesn't. If it's a local footy team, it doesn't explain someone touching my scrotum. So I'm not for that.
That was Gailey.
I've made a note about that particular issue. We will get to the bottom of that.
At the bottom as well. I thought the scrotum was enough.
Someone was touching your sweetmeats.
It was caught on video. So, but I don't want to see. I don't want to see it again.
All right.
The police were investigating. I think.
So we're absolutely sure we're at Exorcism. We're not at a barbecue.
Well, yeah, I'd give it 75%.
Benefit of the doubt.
Potato, tomato.
Benefit of the doubt.
Exorcism, barbecue.
So we heard moaning. We charged in. We saw a rotisserie. There was some party hats and some soft drinks.
And it wasn't
Coleslaw.
it wasn't a full club gangbang.
All right.
I did like the coleslaw.
Maynard, you like the coleslaw. I saw that. You were hurrying in with great
How
gusto.
that? And at some point, did I mention someone touched my scrotum?
Yeah.
Actually, no, you weren't hurrying in with great gusto, because great gusto wasn't there either.
And nor was the hoe.
No. But
Now I bought the bread, which was we
we will recompensate you for the bread.
Well, no, that was
tight-ass
the whole
bastard.
thing was a misunderstanding. I thought it was the power of crust compels you, was the cry, and we were going to hurl
It is, isn't it?
stale bread.
It is the power of crust control.
Apparently not. No, that was caused by a bad copy of The Exorcist.
What does compel us?
Well, it's not crust. I'll tell you that much.
Well, the power of crust compels us.
It's not crust. No, it's not.
I
So
thought also is it the power of crisps? Because there were a lot of
it's not
of-
crust. I'll tell you that much because that had absolutely no effect on the victim.
On
at
the
all.
rotisserie.
No, there was nothing at all.
That thing just kept spinning.
But
Well,
this is, but yeah,
Strange whirring noise coming from it.
I've
we're-
got the police report here.
we're
right?
a crack SWAT team and we're learning as we go.
And here's what the homeowners say.
Homeowners?
We were having a party with friends. 3 hooded figures burst through the door, brandishing French bread and crying.
And musical instruments. And they began to assault the rotisserie in ways that were unspeakable. One of them went to the toilet and took a cup into the toilet, and with the toilet water threw a crucifix over it and basted our turkey
So you can
with
see
toilet water.
from the homeowner's point of view how our actions may have been misinterpreted as a home invasion.
Where have we been sourcing our incense from? Because it must have been a bad batch or something.
Well, read on though. Read on.
I will. Thanks for the invitation. All right, so the hooded figures, blah blah blah, crying out, "The power of crust compels you."
And then
One man was assaulting the rotisserie in unspeakable way.
One man was seen assaulting the rotisserie while another man grabbed another man's scrotum. Then they left and went to McDonald's.
I think we can,
I
think we can do better. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I'd give this one a 4.
I don't think it was actually.
Is that 4
Where was the
4 out of
free
10.
floating phantasm in all that? Brother, whatever your fucking name is. Where was that? Because I didn't see. I didn't see no.
That may have been the smoke from the barbecue. Now I think about it.
Okay. Well, then it all makes sense now. Look, we did our best.
Can we just commit to doing a better job next time?
Baby steps.
I don't think.
All right.
I don't think
In the
we
name
can
of the
fail
Father,
to do a better job next time.
and of the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Brothers, this meeting is over.
Amen.
Idiots.
Frontery, computtery.